Shout out to Money Brown, man. Respect Junior. My boy Money Brown, he get a lot of money, that's why I call him Money Brown.
What's good, Money Brown TV? What up, what up?
Yeah. I want to give a shout out to Money Brown TV. Thank you so much for everything.
Hey, this is Ryan Garcia here. Shout out to Money Brown TV. And keep punching, baby.
Yo, what's going on out the fight? Well, this your boy Money back with another one, man. And this one here is on two big dogs in this boxing game. We have the hottest Mexican fight on the planet, Canelo Alvarez, the 4-division world champion, the current unified super middleweight world champion, future Hall of Fame. Then we have Caleb Plant, the current IBF super middleweight world champion, straight out of Nashville, Tennessee. You know, and Canelo, just want to let the people know. Got a lot of people out talking about Canelo ducking the fight. Oh, Canelo did this and Canelo did that. Well, Canelo is back at the table. I repeat, Canelo is back at the table with Caleb Plant and Al Heyman, right? Now, we know this fight supposed to took place September the 18th, right? Mexican Independence Day. I know that's a letdown for a lot of Mexicans. I know they wanted to see Canelo fight on that day. He ain't fought on that date in a while now. And a lot of people trying to criticize him for that shit, but it doesn't matter what date Canelo fight on, right? It doesn't matter what date Canelo fight on. It's going to be a fucking big-time fight regardless. You feel me? Whatever date Canelo fight on, you can say it's a Mexican fucking Independence Day. Whatever date you want to say. He can fight November, December, October, whatever, motherfucker. He can make up a date. He can make up a month. Some shit ain't never been here before. You know what I'm saying? And it'll be a fucking holiday. But nonetheless, right? Canelo is back at the table trying to negotiate for this undisputed fight at 168 pounds. Much respect to him, because a lot of cats out here, they talking this, they talking that. Now, we know Canelo Alvarez took out, Billy Joe, and now he told this man right here, Caleb Plant, one hell of a fighter. Yeah, Caleb Plant, I'm coming for you, my friend. Yeah, I'm coming, and I think Canelo want to keep that promise. So now, Caleb is in a good position, right? He wants the 10 M's. He's going to get the 10 M's, no matter how it goes now. I think that's going to be stuck in stone. That's going to be a solid number for him. And he might get a little bit extra depending on what pay-per-view do. But, Caleb Plant came out saying he agreed to all the demands of Canelo Alvarez. I don't know if they agreed to all the demands, but he said they agreed to the majority of them, gave what he was asking for. And that the fight should be on, right? The fight should be on. He's ready for the fight. He's confident that he can beat Canelo Alvarez. I like Caleb Plant. Caleb Plant is one hell of a fight. I take nothing away from him. And that's why I always said it. I want him to get his opportunity because he put himself in position to get the Canelo fight. And I think he deserved the Canelo fight. You understand what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, right, I'm not saying nobody need to just bow down to Canelo or do this or do that, like people trying to make it out like I'm trying to say. All I'm saying is Canelo is the A-side here, right? When Oscar De La Hoya was the A-side, he got what he wanted. When Floyd was the A-side, he got what he wanted. Now Canelo is the A-side, he got to get what he want. He got to get what he want, bro. Now, I'm not telling these dudes to go out there and give him 40 M's for a piece of shit-ass fighter. Well, put in the contract that he got to be a certain fighter. He got to fight if he's saying this, that, and the third. But, looking at the situation that's been going on in boxing with people catching COVID, injuries happening, things of that nature, maybe I was a little naive on people getting hurt and things like that. So I will take that back and say, yeah, it can happen. You know what I'm saying? So Canelo would want to guarantee money because, anything can happen. And when you get this far in the fight, you training, you making sacrifices. And if it's nothing there at the end of the rainbow, you'll be mad as hell. So I think Canelo was just trying to guarantee him some guarantee, right? Let me make sure I get this money, that money. If it don't happen, if this dude end up getting hurt, because it's a possibility that it could happen, and then we go off of that. But I think the money was a little bit too high. I think the $40 million was a little too high if it wasn't Caleb Plant. But nonetheless, let's get into this, bro. Okay, they back at the table. Now, Caleb, you saying you want this fight, right? I read your Instagram quote when you said that your why is not about the money. The money has never been a why for you. That's why people don't understand. I kind of say it's kind of, a little bit hypocritical because you said you weren't moving unless you get the 10 M's, right? So if your why wasn't never about the money, then you wouldn't have made a big fuss over the $10 million, my brother. And this is no knock to you. I'm not mad at you for wanting your money. But you can't say your why is not the money in a professional sport where everybody gets paid. It don't matter what sport you in. When you say professional, it's always about the money. Let's not be naive here. Let's not be naive like, my why is only because I want to be great. I want to fight the best. I want to show that I am the big dog at the division and this, that, and the third. And, whatever the payment is, it's the payment. No, bro. Your why is the money. The money is always the motive. You understand what I'm saying? Just like Canelo wants his money, you want your money. We got to respect that. But you can't say, oh, my why is, you people never understand because, they can't understand this because, they only see the money. Because basically what you're saying is, okay, you in a sport to fight the best, to beat the best, to be great, right? The money comes along with the situation. But you're not going to sell your soul for the money and do this and do that and do this. You're not going to just bow down because people coming with a paycheck and sell yourself short. I can understand that. I can understand it. But at the end of the day, you still didn't budge unless you got the $10 million. Al Heyman wasn't going to let you budge unless you got the $10 million because you said that's what you wanted. Now, when Canelo come, he put in his demands for his money because he's on a bigger stage and a bigger plateau than you. You can't get pissed off at his why. Because if Canelo why wasn't to be great and to be in the ring, he wouldn't be trying to fight you for Undisputed. You see what I'm saying? He wouldn't be trying to fight you for Undisputed. Canelo want to make history. He want to go down in the history books as the greatest Mexican fighter of all time. But now y'all in the era in this boxing game to where the money is bigger than ever. I don't care what nobody say. People like to point out shit that happened back in the day. Well, so-and-so got this and so-and-so got that. Yeah, well, guess what? These fighters are getting it at a younger age. And it's bigger money, period. So when Canelo's in a bigger position and he want what he think he's deserving, just like you want what you think you're deserving, you can't be pissed off at him. People tell me all day, oh man, why you pocket watching Bud Crawford? Why you pocket watching Earl Spence? If Bud Crawford feel like he's worth this much, who are you to tell him that? Well, if Canelo feel like he's worth this much, who the fuck are y'all to tell him that he's not? Huh? Who the fuck are y'all to tell him, oh well, Canelo, you trying to price yourself out? How the fuck I'm pricing myself out when I'm the one putting asses in the seats? I'm the one generating the money. I'm the one that's giving him $10 million. You know what I'm saying? He ain't making no $10 million with nobody else. Let's just keep it real. Who Caleb Plant gonna make $10 million with? Name one name. Name one name where he gonna make $10 million in one fight or more. I'll wait. Yeah, it didn't take that long, didn't it? You see what I'm saying? None, nada, zilch, zero, nobody. You feel me? Nathan. So at the end of the day, man, if you get what you want, you can't sit up here and be pissed off about this and be pissed off about that and say your why is not the money. Your why is to be great. Because if your why was to be great, we would have been had this fight. It would have been signed, sealed, and delivered. Period. So your why is the money just like everybody else. Let's not play bullshit games here, bro. Like Floyd said way back when, motherfucker, it's always about the money. It's always about the money. I don't care how much you try to make it sound as if, your heart is in it and you care about this and you care about that, man. The money is the motive, dog. This professional life don't last forever. Being a professional in whatever sport you do don't last forever. And when it's all said and done, you want to make sure you set yourself apart and set yourself, up for the long run for you and your family and your children. For you and your family and your children. But now let's get into the fight. Because Canelo is going to beat Caleb Plant. I keep telling people this. I respect Caleb Plant. I like his skill set. I like the legs. A lot of people think Caleb is fit to jab, move, make Canelo miss, make Canelo frustrated, pack him, bean, do this and do that. Not I, my friend. No, it's not going to happen like that. They go get in that ring. Canelo going to start figuring Caleb Plant now. He's going to be starting off hot with the little jabs and things of that nature. Moving around, trying to go left to right. But Canelo is going to tag that body. That's one thing we know. The body don't move. The body don't move. And once Canelo start turning that body up, bro, and Caleb Plant start feeling that shit, and he starts sitting down like, damn, I'm doing all this moving, it's making me even more tired. You feel me? I'm moving, I'm wasting this energy. So let me sit down a little bit. And once he starts sitting down with Canelo, and once he starts trying to be a big dog and bang it out with Canelo, that's when y'all go see them upper body slip movements and Canelo countering Caleb Plant ass. And that's when Canelo's going to finish 9th or 10th round. That's when Canelo's going to finish him in the 9th or the 10th round, bro. You understand what I'm saying? Caleb gonna put up a good fight. He's a man. You know what I'm saying? He's undefeated. He don't know how to lose. And he believes in his skill set. I just think Canelo's skill set is better. I just think Canelo's power is better. And I just think Caleb Plant haven't been in there with nobody like a Canelo Alvarez. You feel me? Nobody like Canelo Alvarez. And it's going to be a difference. It's going to be a difference. And Canelo is not taking a step backwards. Canelo is not taking a step backwards. And if he do, it's going to be a strategic strategy to pull Caleb Plant in. You feel me? Because I don't think Caleb Plant had the power to hurt Canelo Alvarez. Now, I know any man can be hurt. I know any man can be dropped. All it takes is 5 pounds of pressure on the chin, on the right part of the chin, right on the nerve section, and they can put you down, they can freeze your legs, and they can put you out. But when I look at Canelo Alvarez and I look at Caleb Plant, and I'm looking at all these cats keep talking about, oh, they hit it, not get hit style. Oh, Caleb is so slick. Oh, Caleb got head movement. Caleb ain't Billy Joe. Caleb ain't Callum Smith. Caleb ain't none of them guys. He's like Laura. He's like Mayweather. Yeah, he gonna have to prove it to me. he gonna have to prove it to Monty Brown. You know what I'm saying? He gonna have to prove it to me that you can go in there and beat Canelo Alvarez, homie. I don't give a damn how good they make that shit sound. I don't give a damn how good they try to talk about Caleb Plant's skills. I don't think he can fuck with Canelo Alvarez. Not on this planet, not on no planet. But that's just me. That's just my opinion. That's how I feel. If you feel otherwise, you stick with how you feel. On the night of the fight, it will tell it all. It will tell it all. That's why I need them to get this fight signed, sealed, and delivered for November and give us the fight that we want, because this is what the fans need for Undisputed. One face, one name, one champion, so we can see who's the better fighter in there. And I can show you that Monty Brown is right. That Canelo will get in there. Canelo will attack the body. He will be smart. He will be aggressive. He will be landing them paws on Caleb Plant. Caleb Plant will feel that power. And when Caleb Plant feel that power, he will know that I'm in here with a motherfucking killer and somebody that I got to be careful with, right? And Caleb Plant, like I say, he will have some success in there because he's a grown man. He's been doing this shit his whole life. And he understands the square circle like nobody else as well. But I just think Canelo Alvarez is the better fighter, man. I just think he's the better fighter, and I think a lot of people agree with me. I think a lot of people agree with me, bro. So, to all the haters, Canelo Alvarez is back at the table with Caleb Plant and Al Heyman trying to make this fight happen again. Eddie Hearn has confirmed that, right? He has confirmed that. And if this fight get done for November, bro, I want to see all y'all cats give Canelo's goddamn just due and all his credit for talking about he was ducking and dodging and this been a plan all along. He's afraid of Caleb Plant and all that bullshit. And when Canelo knocked Caleb Plant out, say the excuses. Say the excuses. Just say Canelo was a bad motherfucker. And the new Undisputed World Champion at 168 pounds. Something they never been done before. Shouts out to Canelo Alvarez, man. Quit playing with that king. Let that man shine. Let him do his thing. Let's get the fight made, and then we'll see what happened after that. Until then, salute to Caleb Plant. I respect Caleb Plant, man. Like I say, one hell of a fight. I wish you nothing but the best of your career. Shouts out to Canelo. Salute to Canelo. You know, a future Hall of Famer. And we know he going to continue to grind and continue to shine. And I wish you nothing but the best in your career. And we'll see how it go. Until then, it's your boy Monty, the NSBC moving. Anybody safe in these streets. Hit them thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you want to donate. OG Money on Cash App. TreyHampton52@gmail.com on PayPal. If not, just tell a friend. Hit the subscribe button. Like, comment, share the video. And y'all know how your boy get down, man. Big dog status, family.